Hey, what's up guys, Asian Kid here, and today I am going to show you guys some tips and tricks on the OX tank. What am I playing on? I'm trying to think. I'm playing on, I think the map's called Narrows, or I think that's what the sub map is called, or something like that. It's called something called Narrows, and we're doing ground pounder at the moment. So basically it's all ground vehicles and no air vehicles, which is a good thing and a bad thing. But you know, there's different types of modes for different types of people, you know, because some people, you know, like you know, just ground vehicles, and then some like only air vehicles, or you know, do both, you know, and you know, mix it up and whatnot. But anyways, today I'm going to be doing some tank gameplay and commentary on my opinions and tips and tricks on these tanks. First things first, when you want to get into a tank, you have to kind of be patient, because it does take 10 rift energies in order to, you know, create a tank dropout or tank spawn thingamajig, or whatever you want to call it, where you know, create it and then the little thing drops out from the air or whatever. So you kind of have to be patient with that, because you know, it takes 10 rift energies, or unless you have the skill point. Which one is it called? I don't know what's it called in particular, but it's the one where you get the rift energy faster. You can use that, or you know, like I said, be patient about it, and you know, let the other teammate create one. But as you see, I waited patiently, and you know, as I waited patiently, I got my tank, and then you know, I do my rampage stuff, and luckily I got into my tank, because I'm kind of a bitch with this vehicle, if you want to say that, because I do terrorize the field and whatnot, and take away people's things, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't think that makes sense at all. But anyways, as you can see, I'm rocking the Lakers color, the purple yellow. My favorite color is actually purple, and the yellow actually kind of fits in. I don't know if they were intended to have the Lakers color for that, but yeah. So anyways, as you guys seen one of my previous videos on the new patch, I did mention that the tanks were kind of overpowered in a way, because I don't know if I say because, or I believe it's OP'd. I don't know if I'm trying to compare this back to how you know, the tanks were in Warhawk and whatnot, but I don't want to compare it to that, because it's way different, and obviously it's a tank, so it's gotta I mean, it is overpowered, but there are some parts where it might not be overpowered, but it just depends on the situation. But I'm trying to think. I think I did mention that the tank's power, or the damage of it's being reduced, because it is somewhat too overpowered. Like right there, you know, taking out that guy was pretty simple. Maybe one shot, but I always hit him twice, just in case of the first shot, you know, quote, miss, because for some reason every time I always like try to kill the person, like, you know, shoot the person once, it never like tends to kill him, so I have to like shoot it twice. But and then also, if some people, you know, have the weapon mod, which adds an extra shot, which makes it 3 shots, it could be a cheap thing, but at the same time it's an advantage towards the person who has the weapon mod. So yeah. But anyways, trying to think. So my tips and tactic for the tanks, on if you want to, you know, survive in a tank, or you know, get more kills and whatnot. In my opinion, if you want to, you know, take out or yeah, so if you want to get more kills and you want to go to the other base and try to like spawn trap them or try to take them out with your friends or by yourself and whatnot, I wouldn't really go by myself in a way, because some people could have like I've mentioned in the beginning, when there's one person who created a tank, there's other people who can create one by using up 2 rift energies. And to me that's cheap. Not cheap like in like power cheap, but like money cheap. You know what I wow, I can't even speak. You know what I mean, guys? So it it takes up 2 rift energies, which is kind of like low and kind of like that's pretty simple, So when the person uses up 10 of their rift energies just to build like their own tank base thingy, just to get a tank, and the other guy just takes up 2 rift energies just to get 1 tank, which is kind of like, what the heck? This guy, I've waited almost like a minute or so just to gather up 10 rift energies, and the other guy just takes up 2, But hopefully this new patch kind of like they're saying, or I've read the patch and it says they're gonna make the tank where it will cost 4 rift energies to not purchase, to create one, or to get a tank, which is a good thing. But anyways, getting on to my point. So right here, as you can see, I built a shield because when you get into these tank battles with the opponent's tanks, the best way to take them out is probably to get a rift, a shield, so you can protect yourself with it. But as you can see, one of the guys has Bruiser as their skill, I believe, and he literally just knifed my shield and took it out with like a hit. And that's the other thing I'm kind of thinking that's kind of overpowered, is the Bruiser skill point, because when a player has that equipped with them, and basically they can go up to any structure or building or wall or whatever and knife it and just like kill it. And even with like vehicles, when they go up to a tank, and they can just knife it with 1 hit. And honestly, in real life, if someone actually took a knife and went up to a tank and tried to kill it with that is like the most unrealistic thing I've ever seen in my life. But but first things first, this is not real life. This is Starhawk. This is like fantasy western type of game. So but anyways, back to not comparing this to real life and whatnot. But yeah, so hopefully they patch that Bruiser skill point in a way, because it's cheap in a way, but at the same time it's like whatever for me. I mean, I don't really pay attention to it, because, well, I do, because every time I try to take out an enemy, the enemy always takes me out with their knife attack, because they have Bruiser, and it kind of makes me mad. I'm just like, wait, he knifed me. I never knew like how he did that, because I tried it once without Bruiser, and I'm just like confused as hell. And until like I checked out like the skill points and what skills there were and whatnot. But yeah, so back to my tank strategy ish in a way. So if you want to like take down other tanks, the best thing you would do was, well, first things first, not to be okay. Never mind. I forget about what I just said. I'm just gonna rephrase that. The first things first, what some people would do is try to find cover and not go in like a tryhard, because if you do go in by yourself, there are times where there's just 1 tank, but which could be what's the word? Which you can take by yourself, but then there are times where some other people are on turrets, or there are more than 1 tank, and when you get ambushed, you're pretty much screwed in a way. So so the best things, well, for what I always do, I always wait patiently. I don't like rush all the way, and it's not like my main goal just to take out people and get kills and whatnot, or get a high KD or whatnot. I play it safe and play smart. Like right here, the guy took his tank and, you know, tried to tank rape us, and if he went forward, if he came a little closer, he could have died, because most of my teammates, since he killed most of my teammates, they could have spawned on top of him, which is a disadvantage, because he could have that was a crazy knife right there. It was a fat lunge right there. But yeah, the guy could have, you know, died. And then right here, I try to build a tank, and at the same time the guy saw me, so I tried to take him out, and apparently I didn't die by him, because it says question mark, and I don't really get that at sometimes, because whenever someone kills me, it's not the person that kills me, it's a question mark. So basically I suicided in a way, quote suicide. So they should kind of fix that in a way. So yeah, so my advice to you guys out there, don't be tryhards unless you guys like being tryhards or whatnot. You know, just go for it. But I like to play it smart and safe, because that's me, it's my opinion, it's my how I play the game. It's not anyone else's. It's not their opinions on how I play or whatnot. It's what they think. You know, they think if some people think that I play stupid or play retarded, I mean, honestly, I can care less. If I'm, you know, if I'm winning, if I'm getting points, then if my method works, you know, that's how it is. What am I going from this? Hold on, we're talking about things, and apparently I died by shotgun. Damn. But anyway, so yeah, play smart, and, you know, be supportive with your team and try to help them out and whatnot. Don't just go for the kills, even though in capture a flag or zones, I know some people love to, you know, spawn trap them, and, you know, use tanks to spawn trap their base, or use the Hawk with the cluster bomb and whatnot, or the TOW on their base, and yada yada yada. But okay, so back to my conversation with the tank. So, you know, play smart, build a good defense, trying to think, build a good defense, build a shield, build a barrier around you guys, so you can, so, you know, no one can take you out easily, unless, you know, they get like some decoy, or get some scapegoat to go inside the base, or not the base, but inside the barrier, and take out the shield. Then they can take us out. But that's how a lot of people like that I've been playing with, or this past week when I've been playing you know, different game modes, and with the tanks, and just like, you know, ground vehicles only and no Hawks. A lot of people tend to, you know, do the barrier, like build a shield around their tanks so they won't get hurt, and then after that build a ARM, which is the it's the little arm, what they call it, an ARM. I don't know what it stands for yet, because I've been lazy enough to look it up and whatnot. And a lot of people build that around their inside their shield, and inside, since if it's inside the shield, the ARM can, you know, heal the shield and heal you at the same time, which is a good thing, because then it's a win-win situation, and then you're good, you know, and you can survive more instead of, you know, carrying a wheeled a repair tool with you at all times or whatnot. What else is there? What am I talking about? Wow, I kind of lose myself in these weird commentaries. I know I tend to talk about this and this, and sometimes I talk about this and this and this, so I really apologize for this, everyone. So bam, this guy's dead. I'm trying to think. So anyways, I think I've already established this whole tank thing. I don't know why I built a shield right there. There's no one going near me, so but like I said, I play it safe because I don't want to get shot and whatnot. Oh yeah, so I forgot to mention, like I said, with the scapegoat, with one of our teams being a scapegoat, If the other team has a barrier and you have a barrier, it's pretty much a standoff on between who's gonna kill who, basically. Because if you have a shield and your opponent has a shield, there's pretty much nothing you can do. I mean, if you guys keep shooting each other, honestly, you're just wasting your time and not wasting any bullets because it's infinite, but you're just wasting, you know, time and just shooting a barrier, which is doing nothing, you know. So the only way you can, you know, escape out of that is pretty much get a teammate to, you know, be a scapegoat and, you know, go inside the barrier. And if they have, you know, what's that called? Brawler? No. Crap, what's that skill? I was just talking about it. It's the skill point where you knife, you know, like right here in this part, there's a guy. I think one of our teammates decided to knife the shield and, you know, broke the shield, so me and my partner, my team, can get inside. And right there you can see this nice triple feed I got, which is pretty sick. But yeah, so if you have a teammate who's, you know, brave enough to go inside and take out the shield, then by all means let him go. I mean, it's a noble sacrifice for the team, just for you know, us tanks or us, you know, ground vehicles to get in the base and try to take them out, which is, you know, we thank the person that's being noble. And I mean, we tanks can go in at the same time, but at the same time, if, you know, a tank's waiting for us and if we're coming out, we have a disadvantage, because the tank that's, you know, looking at us, it's, you know, staring at us, and pretty much can take us down because that person's in the barrier and we're not, so we're an open target. So pretty much they can win, or, you know, if you move fast enough and they have, you know, bad aim, then you can take them out easily. But I doubt it, because majority of the times when they're in the barrier, I always stay in the barrier because I play smart. I don't want to just go rush into the base or rush into the shield and try to take them out with, you know, 2 shots, and then they might have like a few advantages towards me and whatnot. And like you see right here, I don't like going all the way to their base, because I don't like going in between the orange area, because if you do, they tend to spawn around it and then spawn towards you. And that's why I play it safe and keep it long distance, even though it's difficult to get kills because it's long distance. But sometimes I have good aim, sometimes I don't. It's just depending on where they're at. And luckily, this, you know, Starhawk doesn't have bullet drop like Battlefield does, which is a good thing, because I like this tank more than the tanks in Battlefield, because this one has 2 to 3 shots depending if you have the weapon mod or whatnot, and Battlefield only has 1 and whatnot. But anyways, so yeah, I think that's about all of the tips and tricks and advices for tank users. If there's more, just let me know in the comment section below if I miss anything. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a few steps, but these are my tactics on how to, you know, get kills in tanks and also take down their you know, their buildings, like their walls, their turrets and whatnot, so you can get you know, the rift energy, so you can build stuff around your area. So like if you need a ARM to heal yourself, you know, you can destroy buildings and structures to gain more rift energies and whatnot. And as you see, I built a shield right there because I saw a tank right there, and see, if I didn't build that shield, I would have died. But at the same time, I went out of it because I thought I was gonna get shot, so I kind of got scared and whatnot. But yeah, so I think that's about it. If there's, like I said, if there's anything you guys want to know or whatnot about Starhawk, I'm pretty sure everyone's know the general idea and whatnot. But if you guys have any questions and whatnot, leave some in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer it as soon as possible and whatnot. But This is Asian Kid here, and we won 3-1, I believe, and I'll see you guys later, so peace!